Greetings, this is Empress Sade El Bay with the Moors News Network. Today is January 19th, 2026, and I am so happy to be back with you guys. We're going to be talking about a few relative topics that has to do with today in the economy and how to prepare yourself for what is coming. There is a lot of different things happening right now. Number one, we know about AI, of course, everyone knows about that, but the automation that is happening at an alarming rate, which is taking many of the jobs that, most of the average people would have. Okay. And there's a lot of people, specifically our people, that have these particular jobs. The first one, which is truck driving. I know a lot of different truck drivers out here, and they're saying that it's a shortage right now with truck drivers. And so I seen a video and I'm going to play the video, but the video showed that was sent by one of my members from the Morsons Network. Uh, in Texas, they were already using, like, and they were kind of testing it out, a fully autonomous, semi truck, no driver, going long distance, and it mission complete. It worked just fine. There is several companies that are doing different things to, as far as getting the vehicles prepared to be able to hit the road and allegedly be safe on the road because they can see 360 around the truck. Um, they even have a driver that can be somewhere else that can manually take over the truck. Um, so, because of this shortage that they claim, a lot of these trucks are going to be hitting the road next year, by the end of next year. That is the plan. They do say that within the next 10 years, they expect 50% of trucking to be, you know, autonomous trucks that, have no driver, driverless trucks. This not only affects, of course, the trucking industry as far as drivers, but then you also have to look at the gas stations, like the truck stops, because it's going to be really no reason to have that space for truck drivers, and not as many places that they do now. That's probably going to get lowered tremendously, which means they're not going to make as much money. And many of the truck parking spots may not need as many. So um, it's going to affect there. But then you also have to look deeper. Okay, so we have autonomous trucks. We've seen, if you haven't seen, robots delivering food. And right now we have places like DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, and just even Uber and rideshare services, in which I can easily see those becoming autonomous, driverless vehicles that are delivering the food, which takes away so many jobs in that area. But then we got to go a little bit further and look at Amazon, FedEx, UPS, even the United States Postal Service. I can see a lot of those being autonomous as well. And then they get rid of a lot of those drivers. Okay. So you can see the domino effect of how one thing turns into several, and many of those jobs are gone. And now those people that may not have went to school, um, or for anything, for any type of skill set, or to even get their degree, what have you, a lot of those jobs now that they were working, that were jobs that many of us had, are now gone. And then on top of that, if you ever heard or even been to an Amazon Fresh store, That is a store that is with, they don't have cashiers. You can check out yourself. There's no baggers there. There's no cashiers. So many stores are trying to go self-serve with no cashiers. So you have to look at that. Walmart allegedly going that route. The dollar store, they have fired many cashiers. I think it was Dollar General, have fired many cashiers. They're supposed to be going that route as well. Um, so again, you can just see the stuff that we discussed previously that was going to be implemented has been implemented and is really coming. These are things that are really on their way or are already here. Okay. So you have to come with a plan for you and your family of what do you plan on doing? Because we do have hyperinflation, so things are progressively getting more expensive, right? So now you have things getting more expensive, less jobs, and on top of that, a lot of nurses and doctors are no longer in the industry. They say that there's a shortage there as well. So when you put it all together, healthcare is collapsing. The jobs are no longer that's the job market is very scarce, and inflation is on the rise and getting higher and higher. Homelessness right now is on the rise. There's a lot of people. You've seen the van life. You guys seen the tiny homes. There's now people staying in hotels, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to go over some videos. I'm going to wait, and I'm going to do another video. I just want to briefly go over some of the things that are happening so when we discuss it later, but we're not just going to discuss it. Of course, you know me, I'm coming with a plan. So we want to talk about action and because this is not about fear, this is about preparation. Okay. Most people, if you're hearing this, if you're fearing it, it's because you're not prepared. It's because you have no plan in place for you and your family. And so you would rather look at it as fear mongering, right? You hear that all the time, which is perfect for the ops to say fear mongering all the time, without giving people solutions. So you have so many people saying, oh, this is fear mongering. That's fear mongering. But what do they have in place for their family? They'll rather say that and then kind of slide everything that's being said to the side so no one will look at it. But then, and then if you agree to that statement, fear mongering, you're not doing anything either because you're like, oh, I'm not going to listen to that. I'm not going to do anything because it's fear mongering. And then you're going to steady wait till it starts to boil, that pot starts to boil, and then that's when you feel it. Okay. Well, the pot is starting to boil. Some of you guys have already felt it. EBT, they are now kicking a lot of people off EBT. Section 8, they're trying to revise the plan with Section 8, kicking a lot of people off Section 8. And even trying to, and I don't know if they did it. These are some of the plans that they were doing at the end of last year that allegedly is supposed to be coming to effect, where I believe now, and I'm going to look this up, Section 8 is supposed to go to 2 years. Like you can only have it for like 2 years, and then after that, you're kind of kicked off. So again, it goes back to the fact that homelessness is going to be on the rise. Yeah, we have a lot to talk about, but we're going to come with plans of action. We're going to come with solutions to kind of help people. Um, and then, if you guys need any further assistance in that area, you can always reach out personally to me at the Morse News Network at gmail.com. That's the Morse News Network at gmail.com. And also, you can reach me on Telegram at the Morse News Network, um, in which you could contact me and, we can kind of, discuss more things. Or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, things that you want to hear on the show, please do so. Please feel free. This is us. This is our network for Indigenous people. Um, and we need to look out. We need to put, you know, the community back together in which we look out for each other and we do something within our communities, our nations, our tribes to come together and have plans in place because this is not an individual thing. We're going to need each other. And right now, a lot of the nations, the tribes, our communities are very separate, very individualistic. We can't have that. That's not it for the future. Because even if you got yourself together, right, and you have your own money, if the community is not together, where are you going to spend the money? And if you're the only one that has the money, then it makes you a target. And now you got to look at all the people around you that may not be prepared, so they're going down, right? They're not listening. And you're the only one with it, with money, but where are you going to spend it? What I'm saying is like many businesses are going to go away. And the needs that you have are going to be greater than what your money may even be able to provide. Like even if you have certain monies, right? Not just like your job is on the line where you may not make money no more, or money may not even be, what's the word? The value will be lost in the money. On top of that, they're trying to take that away and make things cashless, right? That's the plan as well, to make things cashless to where no, you don't have money, you just have a card. You see what I'm saying? So like where are you going to spend the money in the card when a lot of businesses are gone? That card doesn't matter as much because if no one has any money, your card is not going to do anything for them. You're like, oh, I got this card. And it was like, great, where are you going to spend it at? Where's the stores? Where are the products? Where are the services? Right. So we need to come together. We got to, like I said, unite and um, think about these things uh, on a group level. Okay. It's good to have your individual plan, but it's time to think on a group level and come together. And we're going to discuss that and we're going to come with solutions. And we're going to be talking to people that are on the same wavelength, uh, like-minded individuals that are on the same wavelength, that are thinking about the same things that we're going to discuss, and not just thinking, they're also coming with plans. And we're going to be talking to people that are bringing solutions. That's what we're going to do. This is how we're bringing in 2026. And like I said before, it's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you, okay? Especially without all this information that you need to think to. And that's for real because this is things, if you're not thinking about it, that's a problem. If you're not coming with a plan, that's even more of a problem. Okay, so I'm gonna end it now, but the next video is one of our first speakers coming back. And we're going to talk to him and his partner that is also coming with the solution for uh, our kin, okay, or family, the nations, the tribes, the community, our indigenous community, and how we can unite and help each other. Okay, so that's going to be the next video. So stay tuned. I'm so excited. Okay. Talk to you guys soon. Peace, peace, Ken.